Hi, my name is Dan Schiltz. I appreciate you allowing me to be here today to show you this presentation. And you mentioned your name was Ryan Vander Giesenhauser.
That's right, see?
Is that Bohemian?
Funny guy.
Anyway, so I'm just going to play a little something for you here and to kick things off. And maybe just to give it a little sample. So you charter business, I'm going to show you today that we're here to take care of your business. As you could hear, the music within a few milliseconds reached everybody in this room. And that's kind of what our fiber network will do. We can transport your data and voice the speed of light to all three of your locations. So I'm just going to start off by showing you a few things here, and if you have any questions, let me know. So the current solution, we kind of reviewed this, and then your bandwidth currently right now is 1.5 megs over a T1 copper to your three locations. And you mentioned that it's been slow, people trying to get on the internet slow, you've got a lot of complaints going on. And so I wanted to show what Charter's solution would look like in that regard. So what Charter would actually offer you is 10 times to 1,000 times the bandwidth over our fiber optic solution.
Stupendous.
That's great. I'm glad you like that. And studies have shown recently now, over the next 5 years, year after year, companies are going to utilize and have needs of 29% more bandwidth year after year. So what if you could have that kind of bandwidth? That would be fantastic for your network, and you can grow into the future.
Well, that would make me happy.
That's great, Ryan. We also reviewed that you currently, your provider relationships and the providers you have for your network right now, there's actually 4 providers for your data and voice networks services. And you mentioned that sometimes you haven't heard from some of them in over a year, they're hard to get a hold of. You've got a problem going on at one site, and now you've got 4 people to try to reach to figure out who it is. So how would you like it if you could actually just have one provider, one phone number, and one account team for all your communication services?
Hubba.
That's what I want to hear. Another section I want to talk about is upgrades and scalability. So right now with your solution, we talked about the need for additional bandwidth, and that you're already at that point and you're struggling with that. For your current solution, now your solution for your current providers is to add another T1. It's a slow process. It's very costly for the bandwidth that you're going to get. And by the time you upgrade this, you may have a need to upgrade again. So what if you could actually have 20 megs? Our solution is going to start you at 20 megs, about 15 times what you currently have. And we bring actually a gig of bandwidth into each location, and that's scalable at any time.
Holy moly, I'm being robbed.
That's good to hear. I appreciate that very much. So I just want to ask if we can provide all this. What do you say?
Why, this is great. How do I get me some of that?
Well, it just so happens that I have a service agreement right here up my sleeve. So I'll leave that with you. We'll take care of that. And I just want to hit you one more time. You said you had a lot of complaints, and a lot of your time is spent with employees complaining and slow network and whatnot. So with this Charter solution, you're going to have some extra time on your hands. So with that extra time, Ryan, I've heard about you in the hospital. When you have that extra time, you'll be able to do your moonwalk through the office with all that time.